Welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Jackie.
I'm my husband, Glenn.
He's my husband, Glenn.
Yeah.
And we're back to review another episode of Married at First Sight.
Episode number 4. And what an episode it was. We got a lot of fireworks out of this episode. I am so happy that this one, even though it was 2 hours, it didn't drag on. But we got a lot of excitement. We saw a lot of interesting things. It is a lot to talk about because it didn't wait till episode 6, 7, 8, 9 to get fireworks. We got fireworks after 2 days after they married.
2 days.
Two whole days. The morning of the wake up. The first day of the honeymoon for some couples. We got issue. We even got issue on the airplane.
So are we going to talk about that first?
No, we can talk about that last. Make sure you watch. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification. And make sure you leave a comment because we love to comment back to you. So we're going to get into Married at First Sight. Let's talk about the couples who are doing well.
Okay.
Let's talk about Derek and Katie.
Derek and Katie. I think they're so sweet.
They are sweet. They're cute right now. I mean, they doing things that are nice. Derek is trying to be so sweet to her. He's talking. They having good conversation. They're interacting. They're laughing. One thing I like about this episode that Derek brought up was that first he talked to Dante outside.
Well, can we go back a little bit?
Let's go back.
So from the wedding night to getting up to go on a honeymoon, they didn't do a thing.
They didn't do it. That's right.
They didn't do a thing.
Every couple didn't have sex.
Every one of them.
Every one of them didn't have sex on the first night, which is good.
So they didn't do a thing, and good thing we find out later
No.
that they did it. So they didn't do a thing, and everybody finds out that they're going to Panama.
They're going to Panama.
And so, they get their basket with where they're going, and they get their traditional wifey and husband stuff, and Mr. and Mrs. stuff, which is always cute to me.
And we found out that Katie is allergic to latex.
When they get to Panama.
No, before Panama. It was the night of the honeymoon. They had a bowl of condoms.
Okay, yeah.
And they realized.
You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you.
Yes, she said, I'm allergic to latex. So, good thing they didn't do a thing.
Yeah, I would hate to see how they would work that out.
Oh my gosh, anaphylactic shock.
Yeah. No pregnancy.
Allergic reaction
no
to
pregnancy
the
on the wedding night. Don't get pregnant on your first night getting married.
Yeah, can't do that. But they're still very sweet.
Yeah, they're sweet.
They did meet with each other's family, and Derek met with Dante.
Yeah. And he told him,
well, not just Dante, but
the big thing, he pulled Dante outside away from the family and said, do you mind in me having your daughter's hand in marriage? Which I thought was pretty sweet. But I also think, like, dog, you're already on the show. Like, dude, what if he says no? What you gonna do, in the show? Like,
but what he said was, I'm real traditional, and I feel like even though we went about this process the way we did, it's like not official. It's not right unless you say something to the dad.
Right.
And so, I thought that was cute. And Dante was like, you know what, from everything I know about you and seeing the two of y'all, I'm going to say you have my blessing. You have my blessing. Especially after they had already had a conversation with him about your other relationships. You had your heart broken before. And Derek was like, I never been in love. I got stars in my eyes. I guess I'm a hopeless romantic, and I'm trying it this way.
Yeah, and that was good for their relationship, and we'll also go backtrack a little bit. Katie was like, "What did my friend say?" And so he told her what her friend said.
She was so embarrassed.
If you don't know what her friend said, make sure you look at our episode 3 episode 3 where we talk about her drunk friend interviewing Derek and about all this. About the fire that she wants Katie, Katie wants Derek to bring.
Yeah.
But then we got to Derek's mom, and her mom
meeting with
Katie, and she asked a question about the divorce.
She was like, "We have split families. We're divorced. Your parents are divorced. So what do you expect to do different? Learn from our mistakes." And Derek's sister was visibly like, "Mom, really?"
Like
a big old like, what? Mom, come on. I almost felt like it was some You mean the mistakes you made?
Right.
It was something else behind that. But
she's like, why you gonna ask her that? It's like their first night. You talking about divorce? But Katie had a good answer. She's like, I'm gonna learn from my parents. I'm gonna learn from my grandparents. I'm gonna learn from the mistakes that people made, and I have learned. And I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen in my family. It will happen with me and Derek, and I'm committed to this process.
I think my favorite part right there was that, like my husband said, she did mention that I want to learn from what happened with my parents. But I like the fact that she said, even though my parents are divorced, my grandparents have been together for a long time. So I do have an example of long-lasting love and marriage that I can follow. So I like that she didn't focus on the negativity, but she focused on, I have an example and I can look to them. Yeah,
so it was cool for them. It's good for their relationship. Even when they got to the honeymoon, they really interacted. They wore the husband and wife shirts.
Yeah,
they was really connected.
Wifey and husband.
Yeah, wifey and husband. And what I noticed, and you guys go tell me I'm wrong, those couples who wore the husband and wifey shirts are the ones that didn't have any issues in this episode. I'm just pointing out. Something I noticed. They didn't have an issue in this episode because the couples that didn't wear the shirts had some issues.
Woo-wee.
So let's Jessica and my man Austin.
So silly. They're so goofy.
They're goofy and awkward. Even at the honeymoon, Austin had problems with buttons. Yeah, like I don't do well with buttons. She's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this dress. He's like, I don't do well with buttons, so can you help me out? And he was like, yeah, but me and buttons don't go together. She's like, and he was like, who was a lot of buttons?
He's like, are these real buttons?
Are these real buttons?
And she was like, yes, they're real buttons. Like, it's not just for show. And so he helped her. He helped her get out of her clothes. Yeah. And I thought that was sweet.
It was sweet. And they had conversation. Awkward conversation.
They giggled and laughed and just so silly.
And they even ate breakfast together. And that was good because he was like, what do you know how to cook? Well, chicken.
Here you go again. He said it before when he met with the twin.
Right.
I cook chicken. I think she'll be happy with the chicken.
She's like, what do you eat? She's like, what was it, pescatarian? I think that's what she said.
That she's pescatarian?
Pescatarian. Yeah, pescatarian. There you go. Pescatarian. Pescatarian.
Not a pescatarian. Yeah. Mixed it with battalion.
Yeah, pescatarian. And so so like, okay, I guess we eat chicken. I'll do it. But, but with just the awkwardness, they talked about the couch farting. And so it's just.
Right,
they're
just
awkward.
So silly. But she says she likes that his quirkiness is matched with hers. And
they work well. It'd be sad if he was quirky and she wasn't and be getting upset. So their quirkiness works well together. And like I said, even on the honeymoon, they had good conversation. They enjoyed each other's company. Even when they met each other's families, Austin's mom kind of warmed up to Jessica. Like, yo, after meeting your family, and we kind of like, we meshed with each other, which I thought was good because, we learned and everybody makes jokes that Austin's a mama's boy. But his mama likes her so far, and I think that works well in relationship. When your family can like your spouse, your significant other, whatever case may be, it works well in your relationship. You don't have to worry about that tension when you go around in family gatherings, Thanksgiving, and all that type of stuff. So when your family can like that person or your friends can like that person, it works well. And I think with Austin right now being a mama's boy, as right now, his mom liking Jessica, it works well. And Jessica's sister likes, Austin as well.
Yeah.
And which, give you a little side note about us. It messed us up for a minute on that episode when it came back off commercial break and we saw Jessica's twin sister sitting down by her husband. I'm like, hold up, why is she sitting there? Then I had to catch myself, like, oh, she got a twin sister.
Yeah, real quick. I was like, I thought they would meet with the family. And I was like, oh, shoot, the twin.
The twin,
so I forgot.
We're a little quirky as well.
Anyway. on to the next. On to the next.
But nah, those are two couples that are doing well. So there's not too much drama with Austin and Jessica, with Derek and Katie. Right now, everything is going well. They're really into this honeymoon process. Yeah. They're enjoying themselves. They're gonna enjoy it. They're looking like they're gonna enjoy themselves in Panama. So right now they're doing well. Then we go to Brandon and Taylor.
Yes.
Now, when they met, their honeymoon night, they put on the pajamas. He helped her get out of the dress. And, to me, it seemed like Brandon had, the alcohol came down a little bit.
Yeah.
The alcohol came down a little bit by the time he got to the hotel room. And, he was trying to play the game like, yo, what we going to try to do tonight? gonna snuggle cuddle.
Yeah.
He was trying to play and feel her out and see where he can go and how far he can go. And as we mentioned earlier in this review, none of the couples had sex, but Brandon talked a little bit to her.
Yes.
But not much, because he still sounds.
Well, not to us, because when Taylor met with his mom and the aunt, she says, he opened up. He's all talkative and stuff, and I'm like, dang, they must have really had some conversation.
Like where because we didn't see this on camera. Like where did he have a conversation at?
Right, but at first, I think it's like dramatic pause when she met with the mom and the aunt. She's like, hey, and the mom's like. And I think they exaggerated. I don't think she really stared at her that hard.
Like she was staring a hole through Taylor. Like, look, what we gonna do here? You love my son?
Not really. I think she was just like, even when the mom started talking, she seems pretty even keeled, like kind of plain. Like Brandon's got that nervous talk. Yeah. And the mom seems very calm.
Brandon has that talk where he doesn't like awkward situations where people are going, how you in that situation where people are talking and they get quiet and someone feel like they have to say something.
Yeah.
He has to feel like he has to say something. And I think the aunt said it again, like they're reminding her, Brandon is real blunt. Again, he's going to say whatever's on his mind. And are you willing to accept that? Are you willing to take that?
Right.
Whatever is mine. And she's like, yeah, that's when she got into the talking of them. Mom was like, we want you to be around. We want the family. We want to be able to work together. We want you guys to work together. So, we know the end result right now, but we're going to act as if we don't know the end result and talk about the shows. Brandon in this episode kind of grew on me, just this episode, because he was trying. He called her wife. He's trying to do different things with her. And that's what I like.
And he gave her the necklace.
He gave her the necklace.
The Mrs. Reed. I have a gift for you. Right. The Mrs. Reed necklace. That was so sweet. She was like, oh my gosh. And the mom and the aunt noticed it. Oh, God. It says Mrs. Reed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying he's trying.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where in these episodes that it goes awry, and we saw a little bit of preview for next week that they do have a little disagreement. But as for this episode, he's trying to connect with Taylor, and I'm maybe that person. Maybe we looking at the wrong. I don't know. What if we looking at the wrong person? Maybe it's not him.
I don't know, but I'm
just saying.
Yeah, but the only other thing I want to say about the meeting with Taylor and Brandon's family is, his mom said, I think you're a good fit for my son. Mm-hmm. You're successful and motivated. You're pretty, beautiful, so in that respect, she said, from what I can see right now, I think you're good for Brandon. And I think what she's saying is that she can probably ground him.
Balance him out.
She can ground him and balance him out.
Yeah, but then we go over to Taylor's family grilling Brandon.
Woo!
So Brandon, I don't know what time it was. Brandon it's early. It's late.
He said, I'm still trying to get myself together. I just woke up. And the aunt was like, her cousin, whole girl with the braids, man, she went in and she was like, I wish I could sleep this late. So me and my husband were like, what time was it that they met for her to say that?
Yeah, I wish I could meet with her. But she went in and she asked him a tough question.
She went slam in. She went in on him.
Like, do you care for it? Do you think it's an 8-week experiment? What do you think? What are you trying to do? What is your end game?
How have your other relationships gone? Why didn't they work out?
Why are you 33 and you just now trying to get married? And his answer was like, because I'm a millennial and we don't believe in commitment.
Dating is hard.
All millennials don't believe this. Millennials getting married every day.
Right.
So that answer to me was like a scapegoat. He was getting drilled.
Oh man, she was shooting at bro. Like and he didn't look flustered, but at the same time he was like shoot, and she did not let up. She absolutely. I mean, it was so to the point where I told my husband, I said, I don't think Taylor's mama said anything. The cousin said everything. The aunt interjected, but the cousin was, I think, before they went in, she was like, don't worry, I got this.
But to her defense, this is the first time meeting him.
Right.
In a traditional relationship, you have brought your mate around the family. They've interacted. They've probably been after with barbecue cookout. They'd have hung out with your uncle. They'd have seen some things, or they had the time to feel that person out. They had less than 24 hours to know who their daughter get in a relationship with. Now, you want to trust the experts that they did their due diligence and did the background. You want to trust that everything was checked out, that she's not going to Panama or going on a honeymoon with a psycho person or abuser or anything like that. So I don't mind the questioning.
Oh no, I don't mind it at all. But just like you're saying too, like, you know, you've at this point, you've probably been around them at barbecues, cookout, maybe wedding,
right.
maybe even a funeral or whatever. But that is typical. The first time family meets, the son, the nephew, the cousins, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, they do.
Sure,
they get them. Like, let me find out what you about. Let me find out if you know somebody that I know that you talk to somebody. I'm gonna start digging on you. So it's typical. I wasn't surprised at all.
Nah,
I loved every minute of
it. We do that with our kids.
Yeah,
now.
we got teenagers. I want to know everything about who, what, when, where, why, how.
So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her whatsoever for doing that. And so they get to the honeymoon.
Wait, but in the end, the cousin felt reassured. She said, I feel a little bit better now that I got these questions out the way.
She got the answer
that was good.
She felt better. You know, they're excited about Panama. They're excited about going on a honeymoon. You know, Taylor talked about maybe packing some sexy, she gets to pull out her sexy lingerie and all that type of stuff for Brandon. So it was good to see them two interact and see the togetherness they had, walking hand in hand, a little PDA, a little feeling, you know. So it was good to see that they started out pretty well as they get to Panama and as they move on. So it was good for them there. They get to Panama and, you know, and they enjoy their room. They check out the room and they get in the bed and they have pajama time, or they get ready to go take a sleep.
Yeah, her pajama said bride, Mrs. Taylor blank.
Right.
And I need a Sharpie so you can write it on the back. And he was like, okay.
Okay. So it was good for them.
Yes.
This episode for Brandon and Taylor was okay.
Yes. It was okay.
It was okay. Then we get to...
Oh, who you going to do next?
I want to go with Zach.
Okay.
Let's get to Zach, Mr.
And
Perfect
Mindy.
Mr. Perfect Hair, all this. Now, they had to meet each other's family, you know, the next morning. And, you know, they find Mindy. Mindy's still talking about how gorgeous he is and how he looks and how she caught up on the look. To me, that is a... issue. If you all you can talk about is the look. Where there's no communication, you hadn't talked. You know, he helps to get out of the dress, and they even have a moment the next morning. You know, he's like, "What time do you get up?" You know, she's like 4:30. He like 4:30 every morning.
And she like, whew.
Like, oh God, like I don't do 4:30. You know, and so you know, even in that sense, and we think about it, they get together, sleep patterns.
Yeah, and I think when she met with his family, they were like, oh, he gets up early so he can start getting himself together. Yeah. Almost like a woman had to put your makeup on early.
Yeah, his family, like his family basically told her he's very particular. He likes his things this way, and it's going to be hard kind of to get him to rearrange his kind of schedule for what he does, because he's kind of meticulous about the things that he do. Right. You know, and that's something that she's gonna have to deal with him. Right. But I think the dad asked, you know, if I remember correctly, the dad was like, "Did he treat you okay? Was he all right?" She was like, "Yeah." You know, and so their family interaction was kind of, you know, it was kind of plain. Could have played the surface. Nothing really major came out of that. Then they found out they was going to Panama, and this is where I thought the shade was coming in. But
let's talk about. If you can, let's talk about when he met with her sister and her friend.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
The sister was like, the friend, more importantly, the friend was like, dude, this is where she is. Don't hurt her, basically. She's been brokenhearted. She has had a lot of issues going on in her family. There's been a lot of things. And really, she can't take another one. Right. Like, if she takes another one, another hit, another body blow, this is going to be an issue.
It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot for her. So please do right by her. And we'll do right by you, basically. And she said it. She's like, I really trust my friends. Because think about it, she doesn't have family. Her friends are her
Well, she has family.
She has family, but they're not as close. She's closer to her friends in this instance than her family. Yeah. Her friends have always been there for her. We know that her sister died. Her friends was there. Her father
and
was.
Other sister.
And her other sister was there. Her father didn't want to come to the wedding, but he did call. So her and her friends have a tight bond.
Yeah, for this going into this process. Yes, absolutely.
So.
And we find out that in leaving the meeting that I'ma stay. He said he's gonna stay in touch with the sister and the friend.
Right.
He got their contact information. I think that's gonna come back.
Yeah, he got the contact information. He got the friend's number and got the sister's number. So they got the information and they shared information. Now I'm thinking, you shared information with the friends before you shared information with her. Like, y'all don't even have each other's cell phone number.
Mm-hmm. Which to backtrack, Katie and Derek exchanged numbers.
Yeah, Katie and Derek finally exchanged numbers.
Yeah, we like that.
Like, we don't have your number. Oh, yeah. And we know that Deanna and Greg did it last year, and Deanna like, I want you to put me in your phone. Hubs. But it's good to see those interaction there. Like I said, here's where I thought the shade was coming in. They're packing to go to Panama. And he got a nice little small bag, and she's like, well, I don't know what to pack. He's like, man, you look like you packed for 30 days. I'm like, dog, she knew she was going, first of all, it's a woman.
Right.
They may have 15 bags or whatever case
she didn't know where the honeymoon was going to be. She wanted to be prepared for anything.
She wanted to be prepared for anything. So I understand that. Then he was like, pack for anything. Like, well, I like to, you don't know if the person like to get there early or get there late, which I really never put that in perspective. When these guys are meeting, they have to catch a plane. Some people like to get to the airport early. Some people like to make it just on time, or some people are, procrastinators. Mm-hmm. And so and we know we travel a lot. So that can be a strain on a relationship. Hurry up, you're not walking too fast, or you walking too slow. We need to catch one. I like to be sitting down my seat. I like to charge my phone. I like to be able to rest. I like to get something to eat before I get into the terminal or get something on the plane. And traveling with a mate,
a new person that you don't even know.
Shoot, traveling with somebody you've been married to for a while could be stressful.
We don't have that problem though.
No, we don't have that problem. We know other people that we've traveled with that have that problem.
Yeah.
But we don't have that problem.
We do not have that problem.
We good.
We always good traveling with each other.
Each other, yeah.
Is when you put anyway.
on my other trips. Even on my other trips, the first people that I travel with, we are on time. Because my buddy make sure we're straight.
I ain't talking about that. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That was a sidebar. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry. I digress. But, so Zach was like those type of things, you going to put a hat on? Oh, don't cover your hair. She's so infatuated with his hair, isn't she?
Yeah, and the fact that she's so into his hair and into his looks. We find out later in the episode it come bite her in the butt.
Bite her in the butt, and even with him, I think he's playing for the camera. I'm gonna tell you.
I think he is.
He's playing for the camera because
that was one thing they asked. Mm-hmm. The sister and the friend, and I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I'm
not trying to cut you off.
Well, no, you brought that back to my mind because he's a model also.
Yes.
He's a model, and so that brought. He's like, "Are you doing this just for TV?"
Right.
They flat out asked him. He was like, "No, I'm not doing it for TV. I'm trusting the process. I want to be involved."
Yeah, he was like, "I feel like that would be very cold of me.
Yeah.
To get somebody else in this process just to get my name out there. That's not the kind of person I am." So
let me know what you think. Do you think Zach is doing this just to get his name out there? After you watch the whole episode, do you think Zach is doing this just to get his name?
Yeah.
Because he does. I mean, he's the hat. She's talking about his clothes, but as I mentioned, he's walking around in a towel.
Oh yeah, let me pour your coffee.
Pour your
coffee in my towel.
In my towel. Like, what point, dog? Did you sleep naked? Did you sleep in no towel?
I think he just got out the shower. I think he had just gotten out the shower or was about to go in when the room service came and let me pour you the coffee.
For TV. For TV.
For TV, or maybe for her. But maybe for her, I'm kind of showing out for you. But for what? Because then later on, we find Mindy walking the hallways. I keep walking down the hall because I don't want to go back in the room with him.
With him.
Because he said,
"I'm not attracted to you."
Oh my gosh, bruh. Have you watched Married at First Sight before? You don't do that. It's not going to work out well. It's just not. Don't give it a chance.
Day number 3. We on day 3.
When did we get that?
Day number 3, and I'm not attracted to you.
Why you didn't feel like that at the altar? You didn't feel like that honeymoon night? You didn't feel like that at the reception? Like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, like I don't touch. But even before then, we go back when they're having a conversation. She felt a little awkward, and he like, "Oh, can you stop talking to me? I'm washing my face."
No, are you going to continue? Are you going to talk to me while I'm washing my face? Are you still going to talk to me?
Like, what does it have to do with you? I'm talking, you're washing your face. I need you to still listen to me. And she felt kind of somewhat weird. She felt awkward. She felt like, dang. I felt like, oh, that's cold.
That's what I was going to say. You took it that way too. Me, I was just thinking, you know, are we still going to talk while I'm washing my face? Because, you know, I don't want the water to get up my nose or in my mouth. And I don't want you to be waiting for me to respond when I'm so intently washing my face. I didn't take it as a jab.
She was sharing her feelings.
Right.
So could your face, you washing your face could have held off for a couple seconds. It could have held off for a minute or two.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a neat freak and clean. We found out he doesn't want her to go to bed early.
No. She said, I'm not taking a shower before I go to bed. I'm tired. I hope there's not a problem. And she says, you gonna cuddle with me? Yeah, yes, you're gonna cuddle with me because you have to. He said, I'm not cuddling with oil.
I'm not cuddling with oil.
Like your body's get oil from the day.
Maybe he's just one of those guys he need to take a shower. He neat freak. I mean, we all done it. Got in the bed without taking a shower. Got up the next morning. I mean, hey, each his own. I mean, there's some people.
That was a whole question I just saw on Facebook too. Somebody posted, do you take a shower at night or in the morning or both?
Some people just.
A lot of people got high water bills because they said both.
Yeah, but a lot of people lying. But anyway. But, you know, so you have that dynamic. And then like I said, we saw in the hallway crying.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't attracted to her because she was oily.
I don't know, but that's like, man, why would you do that?
That's almost on the line of Kate, and I keep forgetting the dude's name.
Yes.
What's his name?
Oh my gosh, he's such a loser.
Yeah.
I can't even
remember. Can't remember his name. When he told her like, "Oh, you repulse me. Kissing you just made me sick."
Which was even worse. But
and,
I mean,
and season 8 of Married at First Sight, I couldn't remember his name, but I will post it in the comment section when I remember his name.
Why? Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, you don't do that. Have you? Have you just heard of Married at First Sight? You never watched it. Don't tell him you're not attracted to him because you grow into it. Correct. Look at Jamie and Doug.
Right.
Look at where they are. They got 2 kids in.
And she wasn't attracted to him
at all.
And she says it. So it's a process. Go with time. It's a process. But let's get to our couple. I'm
so upset about this couple. I'm so upset.
Michael and Mika.
They had the M&M on the bed.
You might well go ahead and separate that right now. At this episode, that image like split.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's go. They met with each other's family, and she said she's in it for the process. Mika was like, "Yo, I want to stay married." Michael said all the right things. He talked to her family. He said, "Look, I want to take this and not about sex as well." They're fine. Then something transpired on the airplane.
On the plane.
Or when the cameras were off. That Mika said, Michael was like, if I don't get no sex on a honeymoon, it's over. Mm-hmm. Now,
like, it ain't gonna work.
It's
not gonna work.
Now, was he joking or was he serious? Now, I do believe he said it. I totally believe he said it. But I've heard people say, me and my wife go out of town on the weekend. If I don't get no loving, we got a problem.
Right.
But we go stay in a hotel over the weekend and we don't do the do. We got an issue.
Right.
So I don't know. We didn't see that. We don't know have any footage from the airport.
It would be good to put it in context. It really would.
Yeah, it would be good to put it in context.
She was some kind of mad. I feel like you putting on for the camera. You completely different when the camera's not on. Did you say that? Yes or no? Did you say it? And he was like, well, yes and no. She was like, no. Did you say it?
And it's not what you said. That's not what you told my family.
Yes. That's not what you said on camera.
They showed the clip. It's making it seem like Michael is a very good actor. That he does things on camera, he does things off. I don't know him. I'm just saying he does.
It.
Hey, you probably reeled in like everybody else.
I don't
know.
I feel like, I'm not saying he didn't say it, but I think maybe she took it out of context. It was the way he said it. I don't know. I just can't.
I don't know the context, but I can see how she can take it that way. I can see how he was like, oh no, just playing. And as he said, because why she was one thing I did like, I'm gonna give Michael credit because look, as she was going in, He was sitting there quiet. Husbands, take note, please. Take note on this one. When your wife is going in, don't interject. Don't rebuttal. Listen. Gather your thoughts, and then you comment. Respond. See, you let them have their full thoughts. You let them have their full. Are you finished?
Oh no! Don't even ask. Are you finished?
No.
What you mean? Am I finished? Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
You let her done, and then when they stop for a long time, because don't wait, because sometimes the pause is not a complete stop.
No,
it's just a pause button. So you let them completely stop, and Michael let her completely finish from what we saw, and then he responded. And
so let me pause you right there. So it goes back to their conversation that they had after they met with the family. She was like, they said that you tend to shut down. What I'm going to ask you to do is, let's talk. When we have an issue, let's talk that thing out. Mm-hmm. Let's get it over with then and there. Please don't shut down, because shutting down doesn't solve anything. Right. They said when he get pushed, he shuts down. Yes. So she did it in a way that was, I didn't think was mean. Right. She did it in a conversation type way. Right. She wasn't up in his face. Right. She was across, they was having dialogue like adults. Now, other couples saw that. Not their conversation, but they knew that they wasn't together. Yeah, when they got to the hotel. When they got to the hotel, all the couples checked in at the same time, and they could feel the tension between Michael and Mika. He had his earphones on, and I know a lot of people who put their earphones on and just ignore their spouse while they talking. But Micah and Mika had, he had his earphones on. He was the last one getting the elevator, so you knew something. Kept the elevator from closing. Yeah, you knew something was up. Bag. So other couples felt the tension of Michael and Mika. So then this is where I turned sour on Michael. Instead of trying to have a conversation that night for a long period of time, trying to work it out with his wife, who's your newlywed wife, y'all just got together. Michael leaves. Said, I'm going to another room. Dog. Well, he said, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable all night. That's what he chalked it up to. But you're in a suite. There's a pull-out couch. I've stayed at many Western hotels. I've seen this suite. Dog, there's a pull-out couch. You have a bed. She have a couch. Don't leave. Anything can happen. She's by herself. And then you leave her lonely all night long in a foreign country, in a hotel room, and she does not know. It is so much wrong. It's so many things wrong with this dynamic for Michael that I think this is something that he may not even recover from. This is an 8-week process. Yeah. You're in a week in Panama. Y'all gonna be together. He's not gonna recover this week. I'm sorry. The next episodes, Michael will not recover from this. At least for 2 weeks. I'm gonna say definitely not on a honeymoon. I agree. He should not have left. We already know they're in a suite because one of the couples walked in and was like, "Oh, we got a suite." So she could have slept in a bed. He could have slept on the couch. It's like Shawnee's and Jeffy. They used to do that too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it for them, but you know, in this moment, we got a disagreement, and I want to give you your space, but I can give you your space in the room. And I was like, bruh, what if it's a whole? This was my concern. It's a tourist place. You know, what if you can't get another room? Where you gonna go at? The $1 million question is, who paid for the room? Did the producer the show pay for it? Did the show pay for another room? Or did Michael like, I'm balling, I'm gonna give me another room, it's $300 a night? The show paid for it. I'm telling you, the show paid for it. But if I'm the show, I don't make just for TV. Dog, y'all ain't paying for you another room. Get your own. You gonna stay here with this girl tonight. Ratings about to go up. Yeah, it was bad. It is bad. All ends. Husband and wives, y'all handle your relationship as you want to, but when we have disagreements, we don't leave the house. We don't leave the house. Don't sleep on the couch. Just an little insight. That's one of the things we talked about when we first got married. Like, dog, we can be mad at each other all day, but I am not sleeping on no couch in a house that I pay mortgage in. Or we can sleep on. We're not like I'm not being reprimanded to the couch because he absolutely sleeps on a couch. Oh, that's when we watch the TV. That's totally different when I'm watching TV. Absolutely. When I'm watching TV and I fall asleep, but not because we have the argument. But right. That's it's not. You gotta sleep on the couch tonight. No. It's he fell asleep on the couch. Because you try to work things out, and we try to live by those things. Try to work things out before you go to sleep. Because don't let the sun go down on your wrath. But I've also had couples, and we know couples where they have argued, and the wife didn't wake up, or the wife or the husband
we left and there was an accident. So we've met people where they in the midst of their relationship where they were mad or upset, the other spouse didn't get a chance to say I'm sorry.
Right.
And didn't get a chance to apologize. And there was no closure. So that's just a little bit a tidbit from us, and that's why I really was like, Michael, don't leave, not knowing the show, but just in general, because if you leave now, what happens when a major argument comes up?
It's gonna be even easier.
It's gonna be more easy. It's gonna be easier for you to leave and to check out, and that's not good for any marriage, any relationship. So, just want to share a little
Which
tip of
we
that.
get a preview of the next episode where all the couples are together, and it's like, Mika, do you not have your ring on? I absolutely don't have my ring on. And while she's talking, I'm looking at Michael. He got his hand. I'm like, he don't have no ring on either. We taking rings off?
But you know what? I like that about her. Not because, because she's from Baltimore. But anyway, not because she's from Baltimore. But don't hide it. In a ministry relationship, if y'all have issues, don't hide the issues. You become always, you'll always hide the issues. You at the table with the same people in the same experience. Let's get some help with this. And these people are in the same thing you're in. So let's get some help and let's get some relationship advice. And so that's one thing the experts don't go on the honeymoon.
Right.
And so they have to really legitimately have to wait till they get back to, in this case, back to the United States, back to DC to get the help from the experts about the honeymoon. Yes. So maybe that's something they should do in the future, make the experts come on the honeymoon, because
I'm sure they can talk to them.
And this episode has a lot of problems on honeymoons.
Yeah.
So, hey, leave your thoughts, man. What do you thought about the episode? This one is a lot to talk about. Sorry if this one went a little long, but there's a lot to talk about in this episode. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Also, check out our family and fiance review. Family or fiance review. We started reviewing that as well. Please check that out. Just want to do something different along with Married at First Sight. So, can't wait for episode 5 next week, because this looks like fireworks, as my man Booker T would say. Five time. Anyway, big wrestling fans here. But check out make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well.
Yes. So we'll see you later.
See you later.